And welcome everybody to Live on the Av. I'm your host Chad, and today I'm joined by Jason as we run down all the news you might have missed for Wednesday, April 27th, 2016. And man, do we got a bunch of awesome news for you guys today. I want to kick it off things with the NX to launch in March of 2017, per the Nintendo operating report that they kind of announced early this morning, but it was probably late into the night for everybody else in America, as they do it on a different time scale over there. Launching globally in 2017, not alongside confirmed, but we're assuming alongside Zelda in 2017 as well.
Yeah.
Which is crazy huge that we kind of have an idea of when it's coming. It was an announcement, but it wasn't official. Like there's no actual date, but just March 2017. Maybe they're giving themselves a buffer. Like
it's weird that they're missing holiday this year.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're launching a new console and they don't have any games, so you need that extra year, right, to make some games.
This is the death of the Wii U pretty much this year.
Yeah, I mean once you find out that Zelda's coming to the NX officially, which is probably what's going to be announced at some point, that's the end of the Wii U. The Wii U's last game is going to be Legend of Zelda, this one, and that's going to be on the NX, and I'm not going to buy it for the Wii U because I'll buy it for the NX.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to release it on the Wii U. But they're going to, and they did it with Twilight Princess, and now they're going to do it here with, Zelda on the NX and the Wii U at the same time, supposedly. But, I mean, we'll see. I mean, obviously, there's no reason. If you're going to get it, dude, might as well get the fucking
I have a
thing.
lot
Unless they look exactly the same, which would be a huge fucking disappointment.
Which I have a lot of opinions on this, which I'll talk about on the block party this week. Because
yeah, we'll dive deeper into it.
I think that's a much bigger conversation than our little 15-minute newscast here.
We could go on forever. Also in that report, they announced that 10 million people downloaded the Miitomo app, and unofficially 9.9 million stopped using it after the first day.
Yeah.
Because I played it, I used it. It's awful. It's not worth anyone's time at all, dude.
Yeah, I got sick of people making dick jokes and
Hey, I started it.
You kicked off that craze, but it was that's all it was. It was this weird thing, and I don't know, just listening to people's answers over and over again just didn't really appeal to me. Especially since most of my people were random strangers that friended me from Twitter, that I was just oh yeah, this is cool that you had fucking lasagna for dinner.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I hate about I don't like that about Twitter or Facebook, so I definitely don't want more of that.
Yeah, it's all it is, and this is just instead of showing pictures of what you're actually doing or what you actually ate, you're showing pictures of your me character just sitting there.
Yeah.
Wearing some sunglasses or something. It's super weird. But 10 million people, they're celebrating. 10 million people downloaded it.
Good for them. It was the most Nintendo app I've ever played. So there was that. They nailed that part of it.
Yeah. Well, until coming up in the future here. But I want to talk about real quick. NX will not be at E3 like we just spoke about. But they're going to have the only game that you'll be able to play, because it's the only game that they have left, is Zelda playable on the E3 show floor. And they're trying to open up the floor and not have anything else, is what they said, but we know why, is so that the maximum amount of people could play the demo and check out what they have in store for Zelda on the Wii U. Interesting. Very interesting. So it'll be an interesting treehouse when they show that at E3 as well. So that was announced. And then one more thing from Nintendo today, that their next apps are going to be Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem, which is also fucking interesting. These are two Nintendo 3DS games, and now they're going to try and wiggle them onto the phones. Animal Crossing, for example, will be compatible and be able to interact with the handheld and console versions of it, which is going to be interesting, but nothing major groundbreaking. And then Fire Emblem's still going to be yet simpler, but a similar RPG mechanics in that as well. So I mean, two things that really don't need to be on the mobile market that they're going to be putting on the mobile market.
Yeah. I mean, people love Animal Crossing, sort of. So it makes sense to give them another, if you don't want to take your 3DS everywhere and you can do some stuff
that's what I was
thinking, flowers
thinking,
and shit on your phone. That's a home run, right? And then you can go back to the game and all of a sudden what you did on your phone translates to what you did in the game. That's a cool concept that hasn't really been fleshed out by anybody yet.
I hope they're 1-to-1, where it's I could take it and then link back up. I hope it's not I only get a quarter of it. I can jog around the block and increase my fucking stamina. I would love to have it where I could take it and not have the giant lunky DS like hanging out in my pocket. I'm on my phone every once in a while anyways all day. So I mean it'd be cool to be able to just use it on my phone.
I don't think it's going to be one-to-one. I'm assuming it's going to be like mini games, right? Like versions of things you do in that game simplified.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be interesting.
Which would be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they got. Those are the next 2 apps that are coming out, and I think we still have about 4 more that they promised, 3 or 4 more that they promised to come out. So keep your eyes locked on that, dude. And we kind of broke the story yesterday a little bit, dude, and we name dropped a little bit yesterday as well. If you guys tuned in, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is the name. It's been cited out in the wild at Target. Pre-order stickers. And it's going to be boxed with, apparently, Modern Warfare Remaster.
Cool.
So,
that's cool.
Heck yeah, that's worth it alone, man. And when I'm thinking back to, like, the Call of Duties, dude, Modern Warfare was one of the ones that I had the most fun with before it started going downhill.
I mean, Modern Warfare is one of the best games of all time for first-person shooter story experiences, right? Like,
yeah,
sneaking through the tall grass to do the sniper mission. There's, like, so many memorable scenes from that game. Yeah, I don't know if I want to play it again, but it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, so that's dude. Well, just think what you just said though. Crawling through the grass to do snipers. If they take this to space, there's no longer crawling through grass, dude.
Crawling through moon dirt.
Yeah, you're gonna be like laying in the moon dirt. Yeah. So it's a semi-official, not officially announced, but we've seen the.
It's pretty much official. It's on the box art.
Yeah, they're pretty much coming back and they're gonna say it. But yeah, dude, hands down, Modern Warfare Remaster. If it comes free, awesome. It'd be worth a purchase. But if it's a standalone, dude, I don't think they do a standalone. I think they box it with that.
Oh, I think they box it with, but they also sell it for $14.99 or $15.
Afterwards, maybe. Dude, I feel like people would outbuy that versus Infinite Warfare.
I know, like just watching this trailer right now, I'm like, oh my god, there were so many cool things in that game.
Dude, there was multiplayer maps that I totally enjoyed that I wish were remade in the recent games. So it's crazy, but that's kind of official.
I want to play
official,
that game.
Totally official with the image that we had for you guys. So make sure you guys stay tuned here and check out the block party as we have more insight onto the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
We'll keep covering it.
Going down. And this announced too today via Steam. Says you can now buy their games with Bitcoin via BitPay. Jason, your Bitcoin farm is going to finally pay off, dude, and you'll be able to use...
I know, dude. I got 9 computers in the fucking closet, dude, just scouring the world for Bitcoins, trying to scrape the bottom of the barrel. So.
And you have, you've already, taken everyone's computer in your entire complex and in the city. You got them all hooked up to yours.
Yeah, we're all looking. We haven't found one yet. Got about 7,000 computers working 24 hours a day. I got nothing. So
no.
Someday my farm will bear a fruit.
Dude, but if you guys have Bitcoins and you've been looking to use them, you can buy Steam games now. You're gonna be able to go to McDonald's and buy a hamburger with Bitcoin eventually. So
what a weird transaction. Because what if you buy a game for 1 Bitcoin today, right? And then the Bitcoin price skyrockets. You're investing in games, right? And tomorrow that Bitcoin is worth 10 Bitcoins. So you just bought a game for 10 times what it was worth, essentially.
Yeah.
Because it's a fluctuating market, I think. I'm not super smart on it, but it's weird.
No, it is fluctuating. So when they put a price tag at 25 Bitcoins, who's going to be monitoring that to keep changing the prices on the games for Bitcoins?
I bet BitPay or whatever company that is.
The BitPay
kind of yeah. But I'm just saying, personally, I feel like I would be scared to buy anything with a Bitcoin ever.
I kind of just want 1 Bitcoin. If someone wants to
if someone can give me a physical Bitcoin, I would be all in.
That you mined from the internet.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you want to start buying Steam games, Bitcoin is available now. Check it out. We talked about it yesterday. Free games for Xbox. We got today the free games for PlayStation Plus members. The lineup is announced. Ton of cool stuff, actually, dude. For
not too bad.
Bionic Commando Rearm 2. Definitely
cool. If you never played it. Yeah, cool.
Tropico 5. Definitely
awesome.
Worth it, dude.
Yep.
I never played the God of War Ghosts of Sparta, Loco Roco, or Switch Galaxy Ultra.
You're just doing Loco Roco? You're not going to say Coro Certo?
That's not.
I knew you were going to skip that.
Why you always got to bust my chops on it, dude?
I see it in the notes, dude. I'm like, why wouldn't he? I know he's not going to say it. I'm putting it in there anyway.
Compared to the Defense Grid 2, Costume Quest 2, and Peggle from fucking Xbox, dude. What are they doing? They got in the free games late, and now they're giving out shit free games.
Yeah, dude. Xbox every once in a while they'll put a game and they're like, oh, that was a good one. But for the most part, it's like, Here's original Peggle.
Yeah.
It's like,
you don't get Peggle 2. Here's the fucking classic one.
Yeah,
dude.
so
Enjoy it.
weird. So Costume Quest 2 in the middle of fucking spring. Like, here's a Halloween themed game. Like, who's pulling that trigger over at Xbox? So weird.
Someone's not paying attention on the lineup. But yeah, there's your PlayStation Plus games and your Xbox ones in case you missed it. Let's move into the movie news here. The first trailer for Batman: The Killing Joke, that R-rated animated movie based off the graphic novel. And the first trailer here, my first impression is, man, the animation is not what I thought it would be. When we've heard about this for a few weeks. I think Tristan mentioned it on Adapted, and I knew it was coming. But man, I was thinking of something a little more sophisticated, dude.
It's very choppy. It's very choppy animation. It seems low quality, but I don't know. Maybe that's what the kids are into these days.
What, dude? Do we finally see Batman take down fucking Joker?
This is the Joker origin story, right? I don't know. Does the Joker die in this? I've never read the graphic novel, so yeah, you'll get to see it in the big screen in blood and guts, and I don't know. An R-rated cartoon sounds awesome to me.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it does. But I feel like the cartoons are getting kind of close, anyways. But yeah, an R-rated Batman. What more can we want, dude? They want it. Everyone cried for it in the theaters. They didn't get it.
Yeah, like, here you go. Like, and, I mean, Mark Hamill's been talking about this forever. Like, this is something that people...
And he's voice acting in there, which is really awesome.
Yeah, like, people really wanted this. And if you're a fan of that graphic novel, I think this is probably going to be right up your fucking alley. Hopefully they don't screw it up, because people will be really pissed.
I don't think they'll mess it up. And if they do, Tristan will be sure to have a lot to say about that. Make sure you guys tune into Adapted tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time. Otherwise, you can check it out on Friday morning on allertonav.com. Or you can check it out on our YouTube channel, Allertonav on YouTube. We have all of it broken down for you guys, so make sure you check back there. Tristan will have all the insight for you guys. And one more thing here, I want to talk about the sports news here. Just announced for UFC 200, John Jones versus Daniel Cormier. I don't know, man.
Care?
It was just announced. It sounds like a blockbuster fight, but dude, we're looking at what, 3 months from now?
Mm-hmm.
2 months. Around 2 months.
Yeah.
John Jones just fought. Something comes back, like where he's got hurt, like, usually they have 4 to 6 months off, or 3 to 4 months off. We're talking 2-month turnaround from a 5-round fight he just had, which wasn't like an easy slaughter for him. It wasn't like he took the dude out in the first round.
He was kind of fucking around most of the fight. I mean, Donald Cerrone is taking a fight, gone 3 rounds, whatever, and then come back and fought a week later.
Yeah, but I feel like with Daniel Cormier just being injured and out of that last fight, they're really risking, dude, putting all of it on.
This has all the recipe of this match got canceled.
Yeah.
Right? This is a good match to put on the card to sell a bunch of tickets.
Yep.
Sell out that arena, get that arena sold, and if something happens, so be it. At least we got everybody in the arena.
And I think, and we'll talk more about this later on throughout the week, but I think that they did this and announced it, whether what happens if they cancel or not. Tickets went on sale today, and I think they wanted
just another shitty move by the UFC, dude. They just keep them fucking coming, man.
They're starting to get a little shady, but I do have to admit, I do have a ticket for UFC 200.
Oh.
It only cost me. They're going for $1,200 right now. And it only cost me $300.
Wow, dude, that's a pretty good deal.
If I make it out to Vegas, dude, who knows? But
are you gonna be in the rafters, or where are you sitting?
No, dude, second section from the rafters. So
that's not so bad.
Not quite raftering, dude, but
nice.
Getting up there. Yeah, so I got a ticket. A couple of buddies got a ticket. We do plan on going out there in Vegas, but we'll see what happens, dude. Who knows? If that fight gets canceled, I might not want to go.
Yeah, the rest of the card is pretty stacked. So.
Oh my God, it's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be a pretty cool night.
True.
Yeah.
UFC 200. So, stay tuned here for allertonav.com. We'll have more news as it unveils around UFC 200. We're gonna be doing a ton of stuff with that as it comes closer to July. Thank you guys so much for joining us live on the Av. Thank you for joining me, Jason. Make sure you guys check back on twitch.com/allertonav live. You can check out the block party tonight at 7 o'clock Central. And if you miss it, we'll have it for you tomorrow on allertonav.com. Thank you guys so much for joining. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.